At the on-camera briefings, which journalists have been pushing to remain on camera and not have held off camera, what I've been noticing is a lack of answers. Let me show you what I mean. First, a lot of I don't knows from Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
No, I don't. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. We don't know. I'm not aware of that. I'm not aware of any specific. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the specifics. I don't know. I'm not aware of that.
There's a twist on the I don't know. It's the I'll get back to you. Here's what we noticed from all of the briefings in August from Sanders.
I'd have to check on that and get back to you. I'd have to get back to you on that. I'd have to certainly check into that. I'd have to check on that and get back to you. It's something I'd have to check into and get back to you. We'll try to look into that. I'd have to look into that. We will certainly let you know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know and we'll let you know. I hate to sound like a broken record. I'll let you know. We'll let you know. We'll let you guys know. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. We'll certainly let you know. Let you know if that's going to happen. I'll certainly keep you posted. We'll keep you posted. I'll circle back with you. We'll continue to keep you guys updated.
Are you saying you will ask him and get back to us?
No, I said I would have to in order to answer that question.
So reporters say she normally does not get back to those questions that are asked at the briefing. Sometimes the press shop does. Alice, your reaction as a former communications director for a campaign?
Well, clearly the number one mission and focus of the briefings, whether it's at the White House or on a state level, is to get your message out and get your points out there and put your agenda out there, and then obviously follow up with questions from the media. And a couple things to always keep in mind when you're in that position is to be factual, be consistent with your boss, and make sure that if there are additional questions that you make sure and you do that and answer as many questions as you possibly can, and that is critical to do so. But at the same time, look, Sarah and the comms team there at the White House are available 24/7 to answer questions for the media. I know that for a fact, and the press briefing is just one aspect of what they do to answer the questions. And it's also important that while they're being factual and they're being consistent with their boss, they can't get out ahead of their boss. If they're working on a program or an initiative such as DACA, she can't get out there in a press briefing and say something before it's out there. And I know a lot of the questions that you just played clips from were many of the same questions about an initiative that hasn't been finalized yet, and she really can't get out there ahead of it. So with regard to that, I think it's important for reporters to understand, you know, when the administration is ready to announce a certain program, then they will certainly do it. But it's never helpful to put it out in drips and drabs at press briefings, and I think that's obviously what Sarah's being really careful to do in these cases.
Wasn't it a head scratcher on Friday when the president said he was going to announce his Dreamers decision on this weekend or Monday? Then Errol Sanders said, no, it's going to be on Tuesday. Just seemed like another, frankly, in the scheme of things, relatively small, but another example of the confusion from the Trump White House.
Well, that's right. I mean, look, the reality is, in effect, the communications director, and I guess they've gone through 3 or 4 of them now, the real communications director is sitting in the Oval Office, right? He's making his own schedule. He's determining the pace of policy development and the announcements and so forth. And so, you know, you look at, I love that montage you put up there of the comms team sort of just racking up IOUs. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. I don't know. I don't know. And a lot of that is just the normal way things are supposed to work, because those are answers to questions about various agencies,
right.
some fairly
but
obscure.
I think sometimes she doesn't want to ask her boss. She doesn't want to know what President Trump's going to answer. So she says, I haven't asked him. I don't know. I haven't asked him.
Well, that's right. And it sort of speaks to the fact that this is a two-way street. She is supposed to not just be dispensing the party line. I mean, Alice is correct. That's sort of the primary job. But she's also supposed to bring back to the policy team, to the White House, to the president, if necessary, that a lot of questions are coming from the public in the form of questions from the news media, and that they're going to have to sort of step up the pace on some of these questions.